Hey everybody, this is Scott of Sketchy's Garage, and today we're working on the motor named the Angry Lover, and she's not happy. She looks like she's ate into that pretty good. What do you think happened, Pops?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it ain't good. I've never seen a big block offset crank.
Looks like a 4.3 crank, don't it? To give you guys a little bit of the backstory on this, this is a motor that we purchased up, got into it for a decent price, had a cam and stuff in it, pretty fresh. Supposed to have like 40,000 miles on it. We figured we'd throw a set of heads and cam on it and put it in the old budget beater over there. And since the word go, it's kind of been a little bit of a issue. What issues have we ran into, Pops?
First thing, we went to pull the lifters out. Only about 6 of them come out. Had to roll the motor over, get the cam out of it, take a punch and punch out the other 8 or so. But it'll say the cam, it wasn't no good. Lifters, they was junk. So just overlooked that and just kept going up forward. And been downhill ever since.
Yep, we decided we had another old camshaft we stuck in there. Got the heads on there, got her fired up, and I was walking up to the motor just as about the same time Pops started it up, and I heard what I thought was a knock, but it had being a little bit of a camshaft and it having stock pistons in it, I was like, Pops, we probably need to pull that apart and check the piston to valve clearance. So that's what we did, and noticed it was a little tight. We decided let's get us some thicker head gaskets, that'll take care of that problem. And we was cleaning up the top of the pistons and noticed that one of the pistons, what did it do, Pops?
It was about an 1/8 inch shy coming up even with all the other pistons. So it come up and turn the crank a little bit, the piston didn't move, and push down on the piston and it moved about an 1/8 inch. Yeah, not good.
That is not good. And that was the result.
There's the 1/8 inch right there.
So one thing when you buy a motor used, and we actually did this on this motor, we like to take a oil prime tool and check the oil pressure. It's real easy to do, and this motor had 80 pounds of pressure in it. And when Pops pulled it apart, what it was is the bearing was welded right to that area right there. So that's why we still had good oil pressure, but when we got it to run, it had that knock. A couple other things you might want to look at when you go to buy a used motor is take a quick look at all your holes. Make sure they're not stripped out. These you don't have to worry about so much, but always your starter holes. Make sure they look like they're in good shape. Make sure there's no cracks around either one of them. And make sure that this corner hasn't been broke off, because that can present a lot of problems. Another area of concern on big blocks is this head bolt right here loves to strip out. So make sure you check all the head bolt holes. Any other places it's a good spot to take a look at on them, Pops?
Everywhere, just look them over good. Bell housing, bolt.
That's another thing. Anytime you put a motor in, make sure you have your dowel pins in. It's a big no-no. Just because the bolts hold it up there doesn't hold it square. That's what these are for. They hold it, the center lines together. So make sure you always got them on there. And if you start running motors with mid-plate or cars with mid-plates and stuff, you want to make sure you put in a longer dowel pin, because you don't want the tranny hanging out right there, because it'll let it flex and move around. We learned that a long time ago. We broke about 3 Power Glide bell housings in a week, and we was like, what is going on? And that was our problem. So learn from our mistakes. Hopefully it saves you some coin, and we'll catch you guys next time.